out the blueprint in the course of computational linguistics. Apart from that, there is one more story I would like to share with you. That is, Professor 许鸿飞他是一个本土的雕塑家，大家有可能看到过。他也在前天晚上，特意发了一个公众号我看看，我们都有共同的心声共同的心声就是不要用疫情冲淡了我们自己对计算语言学的热爱，对吧？我看大家都早早的就登录了，所以这一份热爱，也是我们的 motivation， 对吧？我们的 motivation， 你看看，他用他的方式在全世界传播快乐和一种乐观的情绪乐观的情绪特别是这一个所以上课之前大家看一下这两个故事，心情可能会更放松一点这个心情一放松，学习的效率就会提高，对吧？所以这是我们的第5次还是第6次这个通讯会议课了。今天的内容就是我们先回顾一下到现在为止我们总结归纳的这个 The Loop Approach 就是要读得懂、写得出、讲得清然后要找得到然后又回到读得懂这是一个 iterative process 一个 an iteration 这里这个写得出了这里我特意改成个 program 的所以 that is what makes this course distinguishable from the other linguistic related courses 对吧当然还有一门课就是我听说在统计学上你们也在学会用 R 来编写一些统计学的工具所以关于这个 ARI program this feature will makes the course distinguishable from the other courses so I'm going to demonstrate defensive programming technique with an exercise. And then, okay, please watch carefully and you'd better take notes on your computer or with paper and a pencil. Because after my demonstration, and I'm going to ask you to do a similar task. Similar task here. I'm going to show you, and also I'm going to recommend to you some readability literature in order that you can produce a technical report. Okay, so that is all that we are going to learn today. So by defensive programming, there is a section in chapter 4. So in chapter 4, you can read this. Perhaps the most important defensive programming strategy is to set out your code clearly. So how can we set out our code clearly? And to choose meaningful variable, and then you are going to see how to choose meaningful variable names and how to choose meaningful function names and simplify the code wherever possible by decomposing the code into functions and modules with well-documented interfaces. All right, so here I go. So pay attention to the word code. This is a word in singular form, but with a plural meaning. So this technique is very much similar to incremental programming technique I mentioned the other week. You see, by incremental programming, I mean the best way to debug a program is to use print to print out the values of variables at points in the program to see where they go wrong. So make sure parts of your programs work as you work on them. And do not write massive files of code before you try to run them. So code a little, run a little, and fix a little. Okay, so this is the definition information about defensive programming and incremental programming, and I hope you are on the way to acquiring this technique. So the exercise is, you can find here, right? So that is the textbook. Right, the book here in chapter 3. So excuse me. Now you see. So this is an intermediate. This is an intermediate project, a project of intermediate difficulty level. So readability measures are used to score the reading difficulty of a text for the purposes of selecting texts of appropriate difficulty for language learners. So let us define mu W to be the average, where is it? To be the average number of letters so mu W, that's average number of letters per word, number of characters per word, and the mu S to be the average number of words per sentence in a given text. So the automated readability index of the text is defined to be now this constant times mu W plus 0.5 times mu S and minus 21.43. So this is the, and compute the ARI score for various sections of the Brown corpus. And we know the Brown corpus has over 1 million tokens and 15 categories, right? 15 categories, including section F, that is category know, and J, that is category learned. So make use of the fact that NLTK corpus .brown.words produces a sequence of words. So that's what we have acquired. While NLTK brown.sentence produces a sequence of sentences. Since now we are going to need to work out the number of words and the number of sentences, right? Not here, to calculate the average values. Is that clear? So now this is the exercise, right? And this is the exercise here. so we may to demonstrate that's readability. Do we have the Python? Now you see. Okay. So the task information, right? So we are going to, can we show the numbers? Can we configure it with right play so that you can see? All right. So that is the task, right? That is the prompt or the requirement of the task. All right. So we are going to file. So make sure you created it. This is all right. So let's save it somewhere here. Readability, ARI readability, right? Automated readability index. Index. So we say ARI for chapter 3, exercise 29, ARI. Automated, right? Automated readability index here. So you're going to see what we should. So what we see here, the average, the brown corpus, right? So first of all, let's review the 15 categories of the brown corpus. So you see there is a README, the contents, right? So this is a standard corpus of present-day edited American English, written English for use with digital computers. The creators are Francis and Coursera in 1984, and there is a website, and you can see more information about now you see the version or the contents. So now the list of main categories in each follows. So like there is reportage, editorial from a religion, the skills popular know, and where is J Learned? Learned is here. Let's take a look. All right. Now this is a J 0.1. And you may read that is the for its Providence Journal. So the contents of the brown corpus, right? The brown like J15, it's about debilitating muscular weakness, etc. So there are two broad categories. One is informative prose, the other is imaginative prose, I think. Right. So, and each broad category consists of so altogether there are 500 files totaling up 1 million tokens. All right. So you see the readability. We are going to tell us which text, which categorical text is more difficult to understand than the other, right? And what I should say, the brown corpus here. So that is the brown corpus, right? Now, so read the task requirement, the project requirement, and we come up with the specific steps that is also called algorithm design. So we are going to compute the ARI score for various sections of the brown corpus. And so the first step is to get all the 15 brown corpus sections, right? The second step is to compute the ARI score for each section using this formula, right? This formula. So in order to calculate the ARI score, we've got to work out the average number of characters or letters per word, that is mu W. And then we've got to work out the average number of words per sentence, that is mu S. Is that understood, right? So now I'm going to show you this in Excel, in an Excel spreadsheet like this. Now suppose there is a text like this. The rule of rhyme in prose is not so intricate, blah blah blah. It must not be verse. So this is the formula to calculate the automated read. So this is the formula, okay? Now we rewrite the formula in a formulaic way. So the total number of words of this sample text is 151. And the average number of words and the total number of sentences is 6. You may calculate, right? So the total number of letters, that is characters, that's 623, okay? So then we can calculate the average number of words per sentence, and that is 25 words per sentence. Average number of words per sentence, yeah. So you see that is say 11, all right, divided by C13. Okay, so we've got the average number of words per sentence. Is that understood? So you can get in, you can interrupt at any time. Okay, I hope. 如果大家听到有什么问题，你可以随时的打断我啊，提问。那我在这里给大家演示一下，看一下这个。好，那这是 average number of words 这样算过来的，对吧？number of words， average number of letters per word， 那就是151 这里是60是 C10，这里是 C11，对吧？C11和 C14，6、2、3出这个出这个来的。所以那这些值都有了的话，那么这个公式我们就可以算得出来了。先是4.71乘以 C15，对不对？看到了，这个是乘以 average number of letters，OK，是得到这一个值，然后是0.5乘以 average number of words per sentence，对不对？就得到这一个值，对不对？好，然后这里呢是减了减A13是把它加起来，对吧？A13是把前面2个是上加起来算出来，对吧？所以这其实 Excel 后面也是编了一些程序和一些函数来算这个事情的所以呢，最终就是A14算出这一个结果来，就是得到了这一个值So that's the readability score. This is the readability score here. So you see, the whole process is replicable in Excel. So we are going to program a Python script, write a Python program to calculate the automated readability index score with the formula, right? So with the formula. So now you see, so that is the step. Now, in order to guide our excuse me, so we compute including step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay, that's what we call the step 3.1, 3.2, right? Okay, so we save it again, and this time we are going to start from this step, right? From this step, we are going to get so how do we get the 15 brown corpus sections, I hope you can all still remember, and whenever I need help, and you can give me some hints or some response. So we may use a for loop for category in the brown corpus, right? Categories. And we may print, right? So to practice defensive programming technique, now we save it and then okay, brown corpus is not defined yet. So we've got to load the brown corpus, import the NLTK, and from NLTK corpus, we import the brown, right? So okay, so it's one spelling. So we've got 15 categories here, from adventure to science fiction. So we are going to, all right, so make sure that we code a little and we run a little and then we fix a little when necessary. And so we are going to create, to name a variable. The variable is called automatic. Say, I'm not sure. I've got to. 对，我在家里上呢，要用广外的 VPN 啊 ，VPN 放这里。Okay, so we name the variable called the automated readability index. This is meaningful, although it is a little bit known. So we are going to calculate the ARI score. And so ARI score will get its value by calling this function. The function is abbreviated as ARI, and from Brown and the category. And so this function takes, right? So we name variable, a meaningful variable. We name a meaningful variable and a function. All right. So the automated here. So now you see ARI is not defined. Since now we are calling the function, so we've got to define. So to compute the ARI score, excuse me, we've got to define it. Right, so we've got to define ARI Brown, the category. So since now this is the corpus, and this category is obtained from the for loop, right? And then we return it. So we are going to return. Now you see, this is working, right? So this is working. So how do we define or complete the definition of the function here? Remember the docstring technique we have learned in the past week. So what does this function do? You see, and this is a simple function, and we should write a docstring, an adequate docstring, right? So this can also, you can refer to chapter 4, section 4.2 for some instruction, right? So we should provide a triple quoted string containing a complete sentence on a single line. So the docstring needs a complete sentence. So here we say it calculates, right? It's good spelling. The average readability of a text, right? Of a text. So so in order to calculate it, we've got to, you see, we've got to calculate the average number of letters per word, mu W. So this is mu W. So we've got the average number of letters per word. All right, average number of letters per word. The brown corpus and the category. Also, it takes two arguments, right? So this is to work out the average number of letters per word, right? Per word. So this time, now, so it's not defined yet. It's not defined yet. So we've got to define the average. So that is this step, right? So work out the so we've got to work out here mu W, and we return it. We may return the average number of letters per word after calling this function, right? After calling this function. And also we've got to work out the average of, so how do we calculate, the, where are we going now? So how can we calculate the average number of letters per word? Please think it over and follow us later on. And then we've got to the average number of word per sentence, right? So the average number of words per sentence, for example. So it's meaningful to make the function name meaningful. So work out the average number of words per sentence. All right. All right. So also we've got to define it. We've got to define it. All right, we return it. So then, okay, it seems to be working, right? It seems to be working now. So all the steps are here. So we are going, okay. So after calling these two extra functions, and then we can calculate the we can apply the ARI formula, right? The ARI formula is 4.7T1 times mu W. All right, plus 0.5 times mu S. All right, and minus 4.3, right? 4.3. If we want to keep 2 decimal points, and let's read let's use the built-in function round, right? The built-in function round. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So this is to compute the ARI score for each section, right? So every time we get a section, we get a category, and we calculate the ARI score for that category, right? And we return ARI here, right? Not supported yet. Since now you see, and this is not supported yet, and then we may use a pseudo code. We may use a pseudo code at the moment. Suppose this is just to get it going, right? Okay, to get it going, and since now it's not yet ready, here. So now let's think together how to complete these two functions. How to get the, so in order to calculate the average number of letters per word, what shall we do next? Now we read the doctrine. This is to this function finds the average number of letters per word in the corpus, in the brown corpus, right? In the corpus. Is that right? Okay. By dividing total number of letters in the corpus, right? In the corpus, the total number of dividing A by total number of words in the corpus. Is that understood? Or is that correct? 这样是对的吧？ So please give me some fix. After that, all right now. So we are going to calculate. So how do we do that, right? So what is the total number of words, class? What is the total number of words? We say we use the names from words. You still remember? We get the category. Categories, right? The category. All right. So this line of code is the total number of words in each category, right? So we may print it out to see whether it is working as expected. OK， 每一个类别的总的词数，对不对？这是每一个类别的总的词数。如果想要切一些的话，你还可以说 print category， all right， and and line， 有一个 and line， 对吧？或者word number。那么总的词数算出来之后，我们怎么样来算？怎么样来算 total number of letters 呢？对吧 ？total number of letters，大家有什么建议吗？那怎么想呢？那我们就先要算出这个 letters，that is word number， the letters length。那我们也要用这个，那要有一个 text， 对不对？有一个 text， 这些 letter the length of the you see the letters the length 这个 text 呢要 get rid of the punctuation marks， 我们只要保留这些来看一下啊。打个比方说，我们现在拿到这个 category， 对不对？我们要 combine， 还记得我们要比如说有一个 text 是拿到的是 we called him photos because he taught us. Okay, that is the tokenized sentence, right? This is the tokenized sentence. So, so when we use, you see the text, use the join, the built-in. Now we print join text. Okay. And you see, they are all here, right? They are all here. So we called 就是把这些 space 都去掉，把这个 space 都去掉，这样我们才能够用那个 length， 对不对？用那个 length。So for example, we use a smash text got the join text. We print smash text. 那么就是这样一个。那我们再来算 smash text， 那就可以算出 the total number of tokens 了，对吧 ？the total number of tokens 了。这个标点对啊，你问的非常好啊。这个标点呢，可不可以算呢？也是可以算的啊。这个留在你了，因为上一次我们已经，你可以把这个标点去掉的啊，你可以把这个标点去掉的啊。这个在后面你们算，有个算这个那个 task 里面啊，算这个 task 里面的时候啊，我们上一次做过一次，所以那这个留在这里啊，留在这里，有一个小的 bug， 所以那我们要算出 letters and names 的时候，那 so you see, we create another variable smash text. We use join from we get the text from the brown corpus words, the categories category, all right. 所以每一个 category 的 text 都通过这个 join 这一个 built-in function 把它算出来。那我们这里要用 smash text, okay? And you may print letters names to see. This is not smash. So you see the total number of letters in each category have been worked out so far, right? So we total number of letters or characters in each category. In each category here. All right. So we get mu w by letters names divided by word number, right? So this is to work out the average number of letters. So is that clear, right? So we don't need it anymore. And then we return mu w, and you may print it out, right? You may print it out, and so you may use mu w here, and then see whether it works. So it is working. A little bug waiting to be fixed. to get rid of the punctuation mark. 我们前面做过how, right? So how to get rid of the 在前面我们做过一个这个练习的啊，那你可以把它去掉，你可以把它去掉。Now so this is now mu w. Now so this function has been completed recently, and then we go on to the next function to calculate. So this one returns the average number of words per sentence in a text by dividing total number of words in the corpus, divide A by B, total number of sentences, okay, in the corpus. Now, can anyone tell me how to work out the total number of sentences in each category using brown dot sentence? 请哪一位把这一个语句完成？This is to the total number of sentences in each category using, now you say using what? 我们已经用过 brown words 了，对不对？那现在要用 brown sentence， so using brown sentence， 对的。Okay, I'll try. Let's see. So we use names. Yes. We should be able to print out the sentence, the value, the result of sentence number, right? Okay. Thank you, 张博啊。So next time, what shall we do next? So we are that's word number, right? The word number. We can copy and paste here, right? This is the word number, right? The word number, the total number of words in each category using the total number of words in each category. Total number of words in each category using this built-in function, right? The words, right? So 这个不应该有问题的，对不对？这个不应该有问题的。我们也就 skip 这一个 print statement 了 ，right? So how calculate the mu s that is now here the average number of words per sentence, right? Mu s. So we divide the total number of words by the total number of sentences, right? In order to work out the average number of words per sentence, right? We may print out the mu s to see. Ah, 这都是一个 float 啊，它这个数据结构是一个浮点的数据结构啊，那么这个都有的了，对吧？那我们 return 这一个值，因为这一个值在上面已经算出来了 return mu s。 All right， 那这两个函数都已经完成了啊。这两个函数都已经完成了，那我们这里就应该是可以算了，对不对？应该这里就可以算了啊。这里是一个 pseudo code， we see。It takes a little more time. All right. Okay, so ARI, the score. So every time we get the text of one category, and in this way, it will print it out, right? So we may print category and 当然 print statements 你可以用我们那个更齐整一点的，对吧 ？Readability， 但我这里就简单的写下来了啊 ，index。那这一个so the variable automated readability index will get its value by invoking the function, right? So we see whether this can be done. Adventure 它的 readability score 4.08，我们特别看一下这个ARI score 超过10以上的，看和我们的这个想象是不是差不多啊 ？Bells Letters 10.99。Government 12.08好像是最高，对吧？这 Government document 它是难度是，比如说它有长句啊，对吧？长句啊，所以读起来更就是要更难一点。还有了 learned learned text、no text， 这个 no text 也有超过10了啊，超过10。没 news 10，那么这一个值相当于什么了 ？news、religion、reviews 这样。science fiction 它的 ARI score 不高的，对吧？不高的。 所以那这个值怎么解释呢 ？OK， now you see the ARI like other popular readability formulas. The ARI formula outputs a number which approximates the grade level needed to comprehend the text. For example, if the ARI outputs the number 10, and this equates to a high school student, ages 15 to 16 years old. A number 3 means students in 3rd grade, that ages 8 to 9 years old, should be able to comprehend the text. OK， 那么 number 10呢，大概是一个中学生，15、16岁的中学生能够理解啊，这是一个它的 readability 是这样子来算的。那么这个怎么解释呢？就在这一个作业啊，所以大家刚刚看过了以后，这一个作业，谁？这文本大家自己去认真读啊。读了一下呢，你看这个公式，so it's derived from ratios representing word difficulty, that is the number of letters per word, and the sentence difficulty, that is the number of words per sentence, right? So this is the formula, and this is the interpretation. So here is the breakdown of grade levels in the US. So this principle applies in the US. We wonder whether it also applies in the context, in the Chinese context. So you see from kindergarten to college, 这里这个 ARI score 是1、2、3、4、7、8、9、10、11，那10到11是 9th grade 或 10th grade， 12、13、14，对吧？所以现在各位要做的就是，我们来算这个啊，比如说不是用 Brown corpus 啊，不是用 Brown corpus， 而是用这一个，所以这个 the automatic 这个 index of this number， 因为你手工都能做嘛，对吧？刚刚我们那个 EXL， 那个Excel 的那个地方都算出来是 10.6 或者是11，然后 if we look at our grade level chart from above, the final output of 11 means high school students. High school students should be able to comprehend this text. Ages below 16 years old will find this passage difficult to read and understand. 所以是这一段，你想 the rule of rhyme in prose is not so intricate, right? Intricate. It may be anything, but it must not be verse. Must be verse. Unlike, of course, of course, there are some other automated readability formulas, and we are just stop here for the time being. And now your task is, so you are going to complete the task on this web page. And then you produce a technical report on the task by referring to the readability literature with NLTK I'm going to give you some recommendations. So this time you are going to submit to me one PY file and one docx file for the task. Two files in all, please compress them into one RAR file, RAR. So name your files this way. Okay. Please also now practice the defensive programming skill. Send the compressed file to my email box, and the submission is due November the 25th. Okay. And so, any questions?
老师听得到吗？老师？
我先把这个像 readability formulas literature, you see, there was some, so ARI is here. Now you see, this is the ideal for technical writing. This is the specific domain to which ARI is widely applied. And it was created in 1967. Like this. So you can read more about ARI here. So what is it? Where did the test come from? How does it work? And there is a comprehensive study. Now you see, I think when you complete the programming task and you are going to produce the technical report by referring to the relevant literature like this, you see, and this is the scale. This is the scale like this. Now you see, learning to read books. Like Harry Potter is not like Harry Potter is falls on 6th grade and the 7th grade. Jurassic Park is a little bit more difficult. A Brief History of Time is the top but one difficult academic papers, right? So you see the AI here, you may need this. So this is for reference only. And in Python, you may refer to this resource. It takes a little bit of time. There is a sample technical report for your这里是07年秋季这2位做的一个 project. And you see, this report describes the research experiments and the results achieved when studying the field of determining the readability of a text, a particular text, given a text. The main focus is language classification, language search, and determine the readability of low vision, and the English text. The report is written to give the reader a good introduction. So this is the purpose of writing a technical report to our research and the results and as a resource to prepare for further development research. The goal for this project is to make a plugin for NLTK. So that's a little bit ambitious. We aim to contribute our code to this project, so you may apply. Our main field of interest is to determine which readability texts that are suitable for the Norwegian language. This has, to the best of our knowledge, never been done before. So that's the significance of the project. And our work could therefore be a useful starting point for further research on this field. We have presented some proposals and arguments for which readability tests to emphasize for Norwegian language. Okay, so you may read this. It takes a little more time here. It's a little more time. Okay. 那么这几个资源是给大家用过的啊。另外就是在 Pittsburgh， 就是我们学那个Python 3 Notes 的那个地方，有这一本书的，我们这本教材的这个版本现在可以去看。那可以看看。So you see， 这个说出来了。刚刚我们说到的这个 defensive programming technique， it's sort of here, right? Defensive 4.2 sequence, like programming debug, that's here. Now you see, this is the introduction of the defensive programming technique. Okay. Like algorithm design is here, right? So you can understand it much better by 那这一个等它出来吧。他说 a readability index is a numerical value that indicates how difficult or how easy it is to read and understand a text. So there are several different tests for determining readability, and they have different fields of use. So that is the definition of readability. There are many different tests. It's predictions of reading ease, but not the only method for determining readability. Like this ARI is number 1 here. Flash reading ease or Flash Kincaid grade level. These two tests are adopted in Microsoft Word. You can call them read index, etc. Like Flash indexed. This is the Flash, right? 大家熟悉的那个南斯 Nexile， 对吧？那么这里有个 code 这里个 code 也可以参考一下你可以参考一下。这个是算 Flash Kincaid， 那我们还是算 ARI 的算 ARI 的。那么这一周的作业就是这一个了。关于作业，大家有什么问题吗？有一个 你应该清楚了啊，这里是算 brown corpus 的 text。那我现在比如说我们要算任何一段 text 啊，任何一段 text，比如说是这一段 text，甚至更长的 text，因为这个 demo 呢，是对于这个 text 的长度有限制的啊。你也可以到这个地方来看一看啊。他说 ，We limit the sample size to 3,000 words。所以那让大家写一个程序，能够处理，既能处理这个3000词的啊 ，sample sizes over 3K words are truncated，它就把它截掉值，算3000词了啊。所以我们来看比如说这一段文字到这里来，它有一个 demo， 那you see demo， 它就会 check yes readability， 这是我们的 results。那么 ARI score 在哪里呢？10.6，对不对？10.6啊，这是 ARI 的那些信息。On the other is widely in all types of texts. Here, so it is suitable for 15 or 17 years old. Now it falls on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 readability scores are more most commonly used in handling the readability issues here. Okay. 这是 all right. So I'm going to upload this sample program for your reference. 所以在这里的时候，这里我们是直接是调用布朗语料库的这些内建函数。那如果是给的一个 free text 啊，那么一个 free， 如果说是 Gutenberg 上的哪一本书，对吧？那么大家是怎么来算？这你就要前面我们也都学过这几个函数的啊，这几个函数的。那我把它没，这里是在这里。那个作业就是这样啊。Excuse me，我结束共享了啊。所以那好的，你问的是记上网页上，对，先是算这一段文字，对不对？那段文字才151个字啊，对，大概算出来的目标的状态就是这样的啊。你可以 run it。那总的字数是一样，但是总的这个 characters 是会有一点出入，就是看你算不算这个punctuation marks 或者其他的 tokens，对吧？这里是，所以你看啊，我们算出来的来对比一下，对比，这里是 各位可以看到 total number 151，对吧 ？average number of words per sentence 25.17。total number of sentences 呢，这个是一样的。total number of characters 64623这就是including or excluding punctuation marks。算出来的 score 都是11.0了，对，那就是算这一个情况啊。哦，excuse me，对的啊，我刚刚给这个腾讯会议这个在这里，那这是做好以后我们自己的程序要能够得出这一个结果来，对吧？得出这个结果来。这里是647，那我们这里是623，就是算不算这个 punctuation mark 的问题，对吧？它这里是没有 punctuation mark。然后 average number of characters per word，那这里4.28，这是4.1，因为它这一值有变化了嘛，对吧？变化了嘛。syllabus 其实你要能算出来也可以的因为我们有那个 CMU， 有那个 CMU 那个煤气检查上门了刚刚是门铃响我们等一会儿。